it's Amanda, and I'm coming to you with another Swatches with Friends video. This is actually a sped up video that I did, I don't know, like a few weeks ago, a month ago, a while ago, way too long ago, of some ink samples that some of y'all have sent me. And I didn't want, like, my roommate was home and was watching TV, and I didn't want to, like, wait to swatch the video, even though it took forever for me to get this video up, but what I did is I decided that if I was going to say something, I'd write it down and then show it to you. So we have samples from Laura, Michelle, Tezzcan, aka Tracy, Casey, and Roxie. In no particular order. I think I actually ended up splitting this video into two parts, but I wanted to go ahead and just make it one giant video. So the dip pen that I'm using is the Moonman Mini Glass Dip Pen, and I kind of show that off. And then I'm using coloring cards from Well Appointed Desk and Sky, I think it's Sky Lab Letterpress. So we're going to start with the inks from Laura. So thank you, Laura, for sending these inks. I'm sorry that this video has taken so long to see the light of day. Laura was kind enough to send me some, I believe they're Birmingham ink samples. I think they're all Birmingham ink samples, and they're all ones that I didn't have, so very exciting. And I'm just like organizing my stuff, getting my background paper. The background paper is a notebook that Ms. Turtle sent me. It's a Moleskine, like a composition size notebook, and I just use it to ink up the to make messy swatches. So we have I forgot what the first one is, Lichen Watermark maybe, and then Ultramarine, and then Tesla Coil, which we've seen in a 30 inks this month, and then also London Fog. So we're going to go ahead and swatch those. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my fan in the background. It's not blowing on the microphone, but it is making noise in the room. It's really, really hot in my room, so I don't feel like dying for the sake of this voiceover. Hope you all are doing well. Laura was kind enough to send me these. Laura actually won one of my giveaways, and ended up getting some really fun stuff with the gift certificate she won. So thank you again, Laura, for watching the videos and entering that contest and sending these ink samples. So we're starting with Birmingham London Fog. It's a pretty it's kind of brown. I've been to London. London's beautiful. I'd love to go back. I went in like 2011, I think. Yeah, it was the year before the Olympics. Oh, this color is so pretty. And everything was under construction, and I walked everywhere. The only time we took a car or a taxi somewhere was when we went to the Tower of London, because it was way far away from where we were. Otherwise, we just walked everywhere. It was great. Next, we're going to do, we're going to swatch Lichen Watermark, which is a really pretty green. I haven't gotten a bottle of this yet, but I do, Laura was kind enough to send me a sample. I really kind of want one, but also, like, how many olivey sort of greens do I need? Yeah, and spoiler alert, I think in the same video, Casey also sent me a sample of this, so I'm set on this ink for a while. But it's a really pretty, like, dark, olivey green, kind of like a gray green. I don't know, it's really pretty. I like it a lot. So very nice, very nice. These are like really, these two are like really earthy tones that apparently I'm loving recently. Next up, we're going to do Ultramarine, which is a blue, I believe, and I believe it's kind of sheeny. Birmingham Pens just released a bunch of new inks, like 20 new inks, I think. I ordered some of them, but the one that they were really excited about was another sheening ink called, I think, Angelfish. It looks like it's a blue with like pink or red sheen. I have like 800 of those, so I didn't feel the need to grab that one, but I will be swatching a bunch of other ones in the future when I get that order in. They had some pretty pinks and purples that I got, and some blues. And it was a bunch of different formulas. That blue is stunning. And then next up, we're going to be swatching Tesla coil, which again you've seen in a 30 inks. I'll try to remember to link it up in the card here. I should be taking notes about this. Grabbing a pen. This blue is really pretty, and the sheen on it is really lovely. You'll see that later once the card's dry, but it's pretty well behaved for a sheener. It's just a really pretty ink, and yeah. Thank you again, Laura, for sending it. Okay. I accidentally stopped the voiceover portion, but I just say, thanks, Laura. And then I believe I write a little note, or maybe that's a little further on. I wish I knew how to edit this out and also do the voiceover, so I apologize for what may be some extra spots. Okay, so these are inks from pen friend Michelle. We did have some leakers, unfortunately. Oh, that's the note. My inks from Michelle leaked. Frowny face. The letter wasn't with the inks. I try to keep the letter with the inks if I'm going to do one of these videos, so I can like keep track of what they are. So some of them I'm not sure what the inks are, and I thought I had the letter. I thought the letter listed what they were, but when I looked at the letter, it didn't. So I don't know if I'm missing a page or not. So Michelle, if you're watching this and you have any idea what any of these inks are, especially these browns that I'm swatching as mystery browns, please let me know. Okay. Oh, actually, I think I move along to some of Tracy's inks. So Laura's inks, I think I end up swatching later. And this is a pouch that Tracy Tezzcan has made. It's like her version of a Delphonics pouch. And check out this interior fabric. It's like all spooky, and it's like a spooky, grumpy cat, and I love it. And she sent a beautiful notebook, and her letter, and some washi tape, and the ink samples, and some treats for Patches and Pearl that I haven't given them yet because I want to get that on camera, and I haven't had a chance to do that. So I'm just going through. I don't know what I'm going through. Maybe I'm reading the letter? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like I could cut this out, but yeah, some washi tape and some kitty treats, and then the tin with the ink samples in it. And she sent some really cool ink samples. I'm very excited. So we have, I think it's, yeah, Smoke on the Water. These are Diamine exclusives to, I think, Germany and England, perhaps? I'm not sure. I don't know if you can get any of these. Diamine Happy Holidays. That one's not exclusive. That's one of the blue collection. Then we have Bloody Absinthe, which we also saw in a 30 Inks video earlier, so I'll link that as well. Apparently I had trouble opening this one. We have Communication Breakdown. And then I think the last one is November Rain. And these are like pretty sheeny inks. Yep, November Rain. Can I just say, when the music video for November Rain came out, it's like this epic, like 7 or 10 minute long video. I forget how long it is. I used to watch that thing like a movie, and MTV used to play it all the time because it came out when I was of the age where I would like religiously watch MTV. I really hope this voice thingy is recording, because it doesn't look like it is. I need to pause this. Okay, it was recording. I just had to scroll down. So we're going to start with Communication Breakdown, which is a beautiful saturated red. Oh, Tracy, I should compare this to Colorverse Dirty Red. I don't remember if I do that in the video or not, but I will do that now that I'm thinking about it. I've been terrible about doing those comparisons. I'm really sorry. But yeah, this red is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I think it's still in the bin for me to possibly choose for the rest of the month, but I haven't done that yet. So pretty. It's a warmer red, so I don't think it's exactly like Dirty Red, but it's a really stunning color. Next up, we have Diamine Happy Holidays. I've swatched this one a few times. I've gotten it, I can't remember if I've ordered a sample or if you all have also been. I know that I've gotten a few samples from some of you. I just don't remember if I've also ordered my own. Or if it came in like a random pack. I feel like it came in a random pack. I really like the ink though. Sorry if you heard that. I needed water. Yeah. So I hope you're all having a lovely weekend. I am doing this voiceover on Saturday, June 19th. So, yeah. So this is a stunning blue. It has some sheen. It has some shimmer. It's really pretty. I think I'm just trying to find a clean spot to do more swatches, but also like use up some pages that I have. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I wish I could figure out, we're going to do November Rain. I wish I could figure out how to put music in the video. I know it's probably not that hard, but I also know that some people, when they use like iMovie music, get copyright strikes, which is ridiculous because it's supposed to be royalty-free music, I think. But yeah, but also YouTube offers some like royalty-free music that you can download and insert, so you don't get copyright strikes. So I don't know how that all works. That's something I need to take some time to sit down and figure out one of these days. Yeah. I have no idea where I've gone at this point. Okay, that section went on for way too long, so I cut some of it out. So we're swatching Diamine November Rain, which is a really pretty color. I think it's like a teal. I don't have the card in front of me. I should. Now what am I waiting on? Okay, another section that was taking far too long. So here we're finally swatching, and it's green, not teal, but it's so pretty. I guess it's like a grainy teal. I don't know. It's really pretty though. I don't know why November Rain is green, however, but I don't know. Now we're going to do Smoke on the Water, which is I think this one's pretty popular. I feel like I've seen everybody using this one. I feel like I'm probably trying to clean the brush or something. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I do this in regular videos too, and I always mean to try to cut it out, and then I like fall asleep editing it, or just don't. By the time I get to editing it, I don't care. This is a super pretty color. Next, we're going to swatch Bloody Absinthe, and like I said, you've seen this before. This one is teal with red sheen. I don't know why Absinthe is teal. I have seen Absinthe, and it is not teal. So pretty, though. Such a pretty ink. These colors are really hard to, like, video, though, because, you know, I use my phone to record, and the phone only does so much, and sometimes the lighting's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah. So, awesome. Thank you, Tezzcan. I think the ink that I'm writing with in that pen is the I must have recorded this back in like April. Or maybe it was May. I don't remember what day I used the Vaudeville Twinkle from Birmingham. That was 30 inks ink that I used during Shimmer Month, but I left that in the pen up until very recently, so yeah, I don't actually remember when I recorded this video. Okay, so we have some samples from Roxie, it looks like. And I guess that's what I'm doing next. I'm not sure. Yes, Krishna, See at Night. I think it was like a duplicate sample that she had, and so she went ahead and sent it to me. So thank you. Thank you, Roxie, for sending those. And as always, I'm doing everything off frame where you can't see it, because why make a video of you being able to see a thing and not let you see it? So the reason that happens is because I do zoom in, and when I zoom in, like, I don't have like the zoom in portion like marked off. Plus, if I move my notebook, like in this case of swatching, I'll move my notebook around to get a clean spot. So yeah, that's just my bad, and not paying attention to the phone screen. I should look at that more when I'm doing videos, and I just don't, because I'm in the middle of making the video. Next up, I didn't even show this one on the screen. I believe it's Robert Oster No Fixed Address, which is a red with like a bluish shimmer. Yes. Haha, I am correct. I think this was an ink that they used as a fundraiser for I can't remember exactly what it was for. It was like for homeless children or low-income children or homeless people, low-income people. I don't remember the exact. I should look it up. But yeah, it was a nice chair. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now. Doing the voiceover. Why not? Robert Oster, no fixed address. Yes. What's going on in the video? I have no idea what's going on in the video. I imagine I just showed the swatch off, but I'm going to find... Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Yes. It was a fundraiser, and you can, when you purchased bottles of ink, they paid for meals for families in need. So that's, that's something to get behind, even though this was a sample. So let's go back to the video so I can see what I'm doing. We're doing Diamond Red Luster, which is a beautiful red shimmer ink. Oh, I turned the light on. So I remember that I recorded this video sort of like in the afternoon, and it took forever, but I didn't want to stop recording. So I had to deal with some overhead light. So the lighting has changed and probably isn't going to look very good. And there's shadows everywhere because of the overhead light. But I had a lamp that I had off to the side that used to work, but Pearl ate the cord of it. And I haven't yet found a replacement. I haven't looked for a replacement. That's why I haven't found one. But yeah, it just like has an AC. I just need to find an AC adapter basically. I don't know if it needs to be a certain wattage or not. Next up, we are going to do another ink that I did not show the label of. It is a shimmer ink because I'm shaking it up. I think it was a Diamine. Oh, Frosted Orchid. Which is a really pretty, I guess it's an orchid color. I don't know, but it has a really pretty shimmer. Next up, another one that I showed really fast. I think if it were slowed down, you would be able to see what it is, but we'll find out in just a moment. Diamond Lilac Satin. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite purple inks. Before Jacques Herbin Amethyst de L'Oreal came out, this was the ink that I put in my TWSBI 580 purple. Not the ALR, like the first version of it, just because I thought it went really nicely. I kept buying samples of it. I think I went through like 3 samples. And then Amethyst de L'Oreal came out, and so I never found the need to buy a bottle of it. But it's a great ink. It's a really pretty bright purple with some silver shimmer. Colorverse Brain. So she sent me an extra sample of Colorverse Brain. I didn't swatch it because we've seen it before. I'll try to remember to link that also in the cards. Oh, somebody just commented on my Instagram post today, asking for a video showing and comparing my favorite purple inks. I feel like that would be like a 12-hour long video, because I would get started and they would all be my favorite. Colorverse Brain. Okay, so the next ink we're swatching is Diamine Wine Divine. It's a beautiful wine color with, I'm not sure what color shimmer it is. I don't remember. I'll also have to see if I've done a video like that. I feel like every time I use a purple ink, I compare it to all of my favorite purples. So I'll have to see, but maybe a dedicated video would be nice. I would like to have a dedicated video for like every color of the rainbow, like my favorite yellow ink and my favorite purple ink and my favorite orange ink and my favorite red ink, and just have like a definitive Amanda's favorites. But that requires decision making, and I'm not so good at that part. I'm just opening up the rest of the samples, I think, because yeah, I should have done this off camera. I should probably cut this all out, but I'm not going to. Just fast forward. I'm too tired. I stayed up much too late, as I usually do on Friday nights and Saturday nights. Well, I mean, it's not Saturday night yet, but Friday night I stayed way too late playing video games with a friend. And, yeah, that's fine. Because, I don't know, it's a good time. I enjoy it. If I didn't like doing it, I wouldn't do it. I've been playing, well, I'm always playing Bloodborne, but I started playing Resident Evil 7. And, it's scary. It's so scary, but I, beat what is essentially the second boss, with a knife. I ran out of all of my supplies and was just like, kill me now, but while I was like, I was still trying, and I was like, haha, this would be so funny if I beat the boss with just my knife, and was like, it's never gonna happen. Like, I was just like waiting to die in the game, and then I beat the boss. So yeah, and then I had to move on to the next section, and then I was like, no, I don't want to. This is Diamine Magical Forest, beautiful green, with silver shimmer, and I think the base color is woodland green from a previous 30 inks this month. I think I called it woodland evergreen because that's what the label said, but it is woodland green. And this is Diamine Blue Pearl, and I spelled it pearl like my cat because that cracks me up. This is also another ink that I have ordered multiple samples of, but have never ordered a full bottle. I used to use this ink exclusively in my TWSBI Mini AL blue because it's like the perfect match for that blue. Like it goes down dark, but once it dries and has a shimmer on it, it looks just like the section of that pen, and it's really pretty. And I like that combination together. But again, I just never got around to buying a bottle of it because I had samples. And now I have another sample. Next up, we have Diamine Happy Holidays. I think this is maybe the third sample that I have of this ink. Got one from Tracy, got one from Roxie. I feel like somebody else has sent one. And I think I got one in a random sample pack. I'm set on this ink. Gonna have to get a bottle and combine all my samples. It's very pretty though. I don't quite know why it's called Happy Holidays because it's blue. So I don't know if it's just like combining all of the holidays together and like, I don't know. It's pretty though. So now we're gonna lay out the samples from Roxie, it looks like. Oh, no we're not. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, okay, this is the end of the first part of the video. So we have Laura's Inks, London Fog, Lake and Watermark. Here's Ultramarine. I feel like Angelfish, the new Birmingham Angelfish, probably looks like Ultramarine, but with more shimmer. And I feel like I set my swatch off to the side and I'm looking for it. That's exactly what's happened. Diamine Bloody Absinthe, November Rain. Oh, I was showing how similar they were, and I think Absinthe has more shimmer. Communication breakdown with its, that's how smoke on the water compares to that. There's Tesla coil. And that's how it compares. There's way more sheen. I think the sheen on ultramarine is more red, and the sheen on Tesla coil is more pink. A lot of these shimmers were supposed to make it into 30 inks 30 days. And then I compare my two swatches of Happy Holidays. And as always, I'm covering cat hair. Lilac Satin and Blue Pearl, which I kind of ran out of space to show. Magical Forest. That's a big heart for you, Roxie. Thank you for sending all these samples. And actually for Laura and Tracy as well, because this is all of them. I'm going to write you a little note where I think I say the same exact thing I just said. But that's fine. I really appreciate that, and I'm sorry that some of these may not... Well, I've actually pulled a few of these 430 inks this month during my Pen Friend Appreciation Month. Yeah. Okay, we'll finish Casey and Michelle in the morning or the next video. Alright, we're starting part 2 of the Swatches with Friends videos. We have inks from Casey and Michelle in this portion. So this is Casey's list. I start with Casey's list because I know what I have and can swatch them easily. So alright, we're starting with Birmingham Pen Company Electric Saffron. This ink is so bright. It's like bright, but also... I don't know how to describe it. Like, it goes down on the card pretty kind of watery, sort of. But yeah, it's an interesting color. Not my usual jam, but definitely interesting color. I'm just marking off the ones that we're doing so then I know that I had a couple leakers in Casey's package as well. So that's why I'm marking them off. And I believe this is Birmingham projector film. It is. This is an interesting color. Like in Watermark. I didn't swatch that because we just swatched that. What don't remember. I didn't see the label on this one. I want to say maybe gamboge. Is that right? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll find out in a second because I'm off frame. Sorry. I just want you to know that this annoys me as much as it annoys you when this happens. Maybe it's ice terrain. Ice terrain? Is that what it is? Oh, yeah, that's not. That's the one I was hoping was going to be like gunpowder tea, and is not. It's pretty though. Hopefully I showed the card off. Don't know what I'm doing in the background. Probably cleaning off a brush. Oh yes, it is ice terrain. I saw it briefly. And then the next one that I'm going to swatch is 5-cent fuchsia. Unless I set that down in favor of something else. These Birmingham inks are so awesome. Yes, the Nickelodeon 5-cent fuchsia. I just love them. I need to use them more in pens. Like, they're just so interesting to me, and there's so many of them. I've toyed with the idea of doing in September. I don't think I'm going to limit myself to like a specific theme or ink type, but I was jokingly thinking about doing like a Sailor September, because every time we do a 30 inks and I limit myself, other people are doing like Sailor Ink Studio inks, and I'm like, I want to use Sailor Ink Studio inks or whatever. But I could probably do, like, between all the Sailor inks that I have, I could probably do a whole year of just Sailor inks, but I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that to myself, as fun as that would be. Like, no. And then I was thinking about doing like a Birmingham month, because I'm sure that I have 30 Birmingham inks. I probably have 30 Birmingham inks just from Casey, never mind my own personal stash. So, yeah. Okay, so this is gamboge. Am I saying that right? I think I'm saying that right. Horn Company gamboge, which makes me think of Twin Peaks. Because, yeah, one of the characters, their last name is Horn, and gamboge makes me think of, oh, I'm gonna say it wrong, Garmin Boja? Anyway, so yeah, Twin Peaks reference. You can thank Creepy Nibs for that. Yeah, this is Hall of Fame Riviera or something like that. It's a green, and I think I actually purchased a bottle of this green when I bought my bottle of Galactic Twinkle, totally forgetting that I had a giant sample to use up. So I have lots of this ink too. What is it? Gibson Field Riviera Hall of Fame. Okay, so I have the name mostly correct. Very pretty. It looks almost teal in this particular thing, but it's actually more green, I think. Yeah. Anyway, it's very pretty either way, and I have a bottle of it now. A bottle I don't need. I'm gonna have to do some sort of like ink down sort of thing, except I don't use it fast enough. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So here's a bunch of samples, and in this particular package we have a leaker or two. It happens. I don't know why it happens. Like, we all know how to package up an ink sample, so I don't know. It's something in transit. Maybe it's weather changes or something. I'm not sure what causes it. But yeah, it just cracks me up because I get ink and send ink all the time. So what makes certain inks just like leak? I don't know. This is why if you ever get ink samples from me, I individually bag them. It's not great for the environment because I'll have all that plastic, but I would just prefer that all of your ink not get contaminated with other ink. So plus, then you can save the bags if they like haven't been leaked in, or if you decide to clean it out. The tiny ones I don't. Oh, cat fight. The cats have been snuggling for like an hour, and now all of a sudden they're fighting. This is Birmingham Amaranth. But yeah, I need to have some sort of ink down. I have too much. I need to reorganize it, and I need to work on those ink shelf videos again. I have some pre-recorded ones to still get up that I think we'll see in July and August. Because they're already ready to go. I just need to edit them real fast and upload them. So we'll be seeing those soon. But I also need to like film some more, so it's fun to like pay attention to one specific ink. And also, it's been almost a year since I've filmed the first like 6 or 7 of them, so I'm gonna have to like re-establish my routine as far as those are concerned. I'm using lyrics as writing samples, but also, yeah. This is another sample from Casey. This is Papier Plume Pecan, or Pecan, or yeah, I don't know, pecan. Beautiful brown. Looks like it'll have lovely shading too. I don't remember what formulas these inks are. I can't remember if these inks came up before they started doing the formula categorization or not. So I'm not sure what formulas these inks are, but you can look it up on their website. If they're available, their website will say what it is. This is another ink from Casey. I think it's a Papier Plume ink. I didn't see the label. It looks like it's a brown of some kind. Oh yeah, Papier Plume Moss Green. Oh, okay, it's not green, it's not brown, it's green. That scribble was hard to tell up in the corner. So, Papier Plume Moss Green. Beautiful. I love when it drips down like that. I just found it so interesting, like after it dries. What is your favorite way to swatch? I know that I do these cards, but do you have a way of swatching? I really want to start like an ink encyclopedia like Ferocious and Pretty Pens does. Similar to her style. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and do that. I have a couple of notebooks that I'm trying to decide between, and I'm not sure if I want to. This is another Casey ink, and this one leaked, and I think I was able to read the label, but we'll find out. Either read the label or was able to decipher what it was based on the list that she sent. But yeah, I want to start an ink encyclopedia, kind of like Ferocious and Pretty Pens does, because I think that's a great idea. I like the idea of having the cards, but the way that I have my cards separated, this is Franklin Christoph Shop Denim Blues. The way that I have my cards organized, it's not really, like, I know where they are, but also if I don't put them away, then I don't know where they are. So it'd be nice to have like a book of, or maybe 2 books or something, a book of ink swatches, either by brand. I'd like to categorize it by brand, and maybe not separate it out like by if it's a shimmer ink or if it's a pen friend ink or if it's a blah 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 ink. I think I have 99% of my inks in my fountain pen companion website, so I think it would be real easy to just go through and like start some pages for some inks. But that's the thing that I'm thinking about. I don't think that I'll film the whole process, but I would like to film at least some portion of it once I finally get it going, either the beginning of it or maybe somewhere in the middle, so I can show you like pages that are ready or something. I don't know. If you have any thoughts about it, let me know in the comments. Yeah, next up we have, I think this is Franklin Christoph Honeycomb. It's Honeycomb, I just don't remember the brand. We'll find out momentarily. But yeah, I love the idea. I ordered, actually had to order a new automatic pen because the one that I had, I left sitting in water overnight and it discolored, and I don't know if it's going to be rusty or whatever, but I'm scared to put it in ink now that the nib has like reacted. So, yeah, so I bought a new one, but while I was there, I bought a nib holder, and then Ferocious and Pretty Pens uses a Speedball C5 nib, I believe, and the website that I was on when I bought this stuff is different than the website I originally purchased my automatic pen from, but they had a left-handed version of a Speedball nib, a Speedball C nib. I think it was a Speedball C3. It was the smallest. I think the higher the number, the smaller the nib size. This is Birmingham Pen Company. I didn't see what it is. I think it's a pink one. I think the bigger the number, the smaller the nib size. So the smallest that came in, the lefty size, was C3. So I got those to experiment with. I think it could be fun. If not, I'll have the automatic pen, and I have my dip pen, and I have ways of doing it. Also, I was wrong about this being pink. This is Birmingham Aero Club Cadet, which I think is like a really dark blue-black. We'll find out when I swatch it. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's a dark ink, though, obviously. I think it's like oh, it just looks like it's maybe a black. Or like a very dark gray. Something like that. Although while in where it's wet on the card, it looks kind of purpley, so I don't know. I don't remember what this one looks like dry, so that'll be interesting to see. I'm really excited that Birmingham has come out with like pinks and purples, some more pinks and purples, because they were pretty heavy on the blues and like the earthy tones. I'm still hoping that they're able to come up with the new version of Gunpowder Tea, because that ink is so awesome, and I have a sample of it, and I have found ones that are reminiscent, but nothing is as close. This is one that I can't read, but if I remember correctly from 30 Inks, this was Birmingham Pen Company Golden Gazette. So we'll find out if I'm right in just a moment. I'm glad I didn't speed this up further, though, because it's moving kind of fast in the spots where I've been quick about things. I think the swatching looks okay, but the other parts are like showing off the ink vial. That goes a little fast. Gorgeous yellow. Gorgeous yellow. I believe this is also one of Chris Saenz' favorite yellow inks. This is the new version, though. I don't know how the new version compares to the old one, but I'm giving it a thumbs up because it's a yellow and I like it. And that's always worth noting because yellow is probably my least favorite ink color. But also, like, they're either too bright or too... I don't know. Yellow's a hard color. I like my yellows to look like golden sunshine, I guess. Feel free to fast forward a little bit. I'm not sure how far. I don't know what I'm doing. Taking up this much time. Okay. I had the KC swatch of London Fog and I was showing off the swatch real quick because I didn't want to swatch it again because we already have it. And I think we are moving on. I'm not sure if I'm going to... Okay, I'm showing the swatches. I'm showing the dried KC swatches. So there's Electric Saffron. It's very bright. It's very bright and pretty. Then we have Projector Film and Ice Terrain. And Gamboge. And Pecan. Look at those earthy tones. That's definitely a KC color palette. Just saying. Honeycomb. 5-cent Fuchsia. With Amaranth. Then we have Hall of Fame. Moss Green for Papier Plume. There's the Ice Terrain. Shop Denim Blues. And that was the Cadet. And then Golden Gazette. That's a very KC color palette aside. And then I threw in the swatches of Lichen Watermark and London Fog to document that she also sent those, even though those are my swatches from Laura's ink samples. And then I'm just stacking up things. Alright, we're moving on to Michelle's inks. I don't remember what I did here for swatching. I know that she purposely put 2 inks together so I could make a recipe for Lamy Dark Lilac. Okay, I did. I'm swatching those first. So this is Lamy Barrel. And she gave me the recipe that she, like the rough recipe that she used to make Lamy Dark Lilac, and I just haven't done it yet, so I'm not sure off the top of my head what that is. I'd have to look at her letter again. But here's a swatch of Lamy Barrel. It's a very pretty, like, magenta color. And I forget what the blue is. It's Diamine, I think. Oh yeah, I'm pulling the paper back out because I just swatched on the placemat. I don't know what I'm doing. I usually cut all that out, so I must have been chatting with Rumi or something, or watching whatever movie I was watching. Diamine Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet, that's a messed up movie, by the way. But the ink is pretty. another one of those kind of dark but vibrant blues, and I think that also may have some sheen. I don't think it's not like a super high sheener, but I think there is some sheen in it, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. I see so many inks that I get them all mixed up sometimes. And I think we're starting the parade of mystery browns. Yes. I know that one of the mystery browns is Noodler's Walnut. I just don't know which ink sample it is. I think I can tell which ink sample it is based on the consistency in the bottle, but I've never actually seen the ink in person to know if that's correct or not. But yeah. So Michelle, if you're watching this and you have any insight as to which ink is which, please let me know so I can fill in the card. If not, I'm just happy playing with mystery ink. That's fine. I don't have a problem with the mystery ink. Another mystery ink. This looks like it's kind of a more reddish brown. It's pretty. It has the consistency of a Noodler's ink. Like it's one of those like sort of opaque inks. But I don't think that's walnut though. I think walnut's like a darker brown. I could be wrong. Another thing I like to do when I send ink samples, not only do I individually package them, but I also try to include a list of what is included in the package. I'm not 100% about doing that, but I like to, especially if it's a large package of ink samples, I like to document what they are, just so if something does happen, it's easy to find out what it is. But yeah. My note says KWZ number 3. I don't know what I mean by that. But yeah, it's pretty, whatever it is. Oh, I think because it smells. I think it probably smells like KWZ. Whatever it is, that color is gorgeous. That is a pretty color. I think that's my favorite of them so far. It may be my favorite overall, I don't remember. But of 1 through 3, 3 is my favorite. I love that they're all different tones and colors of browns too. Like, ink is so much fun. There's so many like subtle shifts, even if it's a color that like you've seen before. Like, yeah, there's similar colors and there are some that are the same, but also it's just there's like so many different subtle like shifts in color or sheen or shading or whatever that like every ink is unique. Unless it's Lamy Pacific and Lamy Turquoise, because those are the same repackaged inks. I'm sure there are other inks like that too that are just repackaged, like Diatramentis. Doesn't Diatramentis like repackage all of their inks with different themes and stuff? Speaking of Diatramentis, I can't wait to get tungsten in a pen. Also that marshmallow pink. I'm dreaming of July's currently inked. I don't know when the July currently inked will be up. It'll probably be up the first like week or so of the month. I'm not sure if it'll be like a voiceover situation or if I'll get to record it and talk about it. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm gonna have to clean out some pens. That's the problem with 30 inks. You're gonna have to clean out some pens. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited. I want to organize my ink, and I want to organize my pens, and I want to just organize all my, like, I'm just like feeling like in an organization mood. I want to organize what I have and use what I have, and not buy one of everything, even though I did get those Birmingham inks. But yeah, like, I'm not doing like an official no buy, but I am like sort of in the mindset of not needing to buy. Yeah, like, you just get to that point where it's like enough is enough, and I'm at that point with myself. So yeah, I need to stay in this place longer than I usually do, though. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Again, must be having a chat or dealing with cats or something. Anyway, this is a lovely shot of Mystery Brown number 4. This is also a pretty ink, by the way. I haven't swatched it yet, but the text is pretty in that scribble. And my nasty, dirty ink cloth. It's just a washcloth that I got from Target. It was like in a bundle of like 6 for like, you know, like $10 or $5 or I don't know, whatever it is. It's a bundle of 6 washcloths, and I think I have like absconded with 3 of them for ink purposes. But I washed them and they're stained, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I really have no idea what I'm doing while I'm just sitting here. The video's almost over. This is sped up even. Could you imagine if it was normal speed? I'm afraid to like cut it because I'm so close to the end of the video. We're like 5 minutes away. So this is an entertaining shot of a notebook and a washcloth and half a swatch card. I have a feeling probably we ordered food and the food showed up, or I had to go to the bathroom, or I don't know. Like, whatever caused me to walk away. Or I got real wrapped up in whatever I was watching. So anyway, fast forward a couple minutes if you need to. Totally don't blame you. That's a question. When you watch YouTube videos, do you watch like the whole thing? Or just like leave it play in the background? Or do you skip around? Because I tend to like let the whole video play. Like, unless I'm like actively like staring at my screen, and sometimes like, but very rarely will I fast forward. Oh look, I'm back. Oh, I wonder if I want to clean brushes or something. I bet that's what I did. Anyway, yeah, so I tend to like let the video play, like let the whole video play. This is a pretty color. Yeah. If it's in the background of something, like, I'm generally doing other things at the same time. So, plus it's like view time for the YouTuber, which, I mean, it's funny because it's like those analytics and stats don't matter to me personally for my own stuff, but I like to make sure that I make sure, like, they make the most of the time for other creators. It's so weird. Like, Creepy Nibs, I watch all their videos start to finish multiple times. I rewatch a lot of videos from a lot of my favorite channels, to be honest, but yeah, like, I will listen to the whole thing every single time. No judging on people that skip around, like, especially in my videos, because I just freaking ramble and can't stop talking. Like, trust me, I know that I do that. Yeah, but a lot of you also love that, because it's like sitting here with a friend. Like, my videos are not professional in any sort of way. I'm definitely an amateur video maker. But I'm just having fun. It's just fun. And it's like hanging out with your pen friends, except we're having a one-sided conversation. It's not completely one-sided, it's just one-sided at each time. Like, I'm making the video, so I'm chatting with you to myself. This, I called it Mystery Brown, but it actually looks more like a golden yellow to me. Yeah, so again, I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. But yeah, but then in the comments, like, you're talking to me, but you talk to me and then you have to wait for me to respond. So, but we all, you know, we are still having a conversation. I have, as of yesterday, although I think it's gone down again, but I did at one point yesterday hit 900 subscribers. So we're 100 subscribers away from 1,000. I think I want to do like a live a live thing after we hit 1,000, and I'll probably do a giveaway of some kind. But yeah, like, I don't know, I think that'd be fun, because once you hit 1,000 subscribers, it's a lot easier to do live videos, because I can do it from my phone instead of having to like trick YouTube into thinking I'm using my computer or something. So yeah, so we'll see what's going to go on with that. But anyway, yeah, again, I think a couple people have unsubscribed again, and so I'm under 900. But there was a time last night around like 2 in the morning where I hit 900. So awesome. So thank you all so much for being here. 900 of you subscribed to my silly little videos, so it's awesome. Really, I'm blown away, and I'm just so grateful you're all here, and I love talking to you in the comments and in emails and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I've thought about like maybe starting a Discord. I didn't know if there was like really, oh, I love this brown too. I didn't know if there was like maybe any interest. I don't know, like I'm in I'm in other people's Discords, so I don't know that I need my own, like, but it'd be easier to like chat with all of you like real time in real life at that point. So anyway, if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Maybe I can look into starting one of those. But yeah, mystery brown number 6. I think this is the last one. Judging by my closing the notebook, yes, it is the last one. So I just wanted to thank you for watching. Here's Lamy Beryl and Diamine Blue Velvet. If I mix these in a certain recipe, we will get Lamy Dark Lilac. And yeah, and here's all the browns that we have. Mystery browns. Number 3 is my favorite. And yay, I'm clapping. Yay! So I just wanted to say thank you, Michelle, and Roxie, and Laura, and Tezzcan, aka Tracy. Thank you all so much for sending these ink samples for me to play with. Yeah, I'm sorry this video took so long to get up, but I really appreciate you. And I'm going to write a little note, I think probably saying goodbye and love you, bye. But I'm also just going to say thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy you're here. Love you, bye!